What are you doing in my swamp?
Hello everybody, this is Overboy, and I'm going to be doing my review for the new movie, Encanto. This is the new Disney Animation Studios movie, and it's their 60th movie altogether. I'm going to keep this spoiler free because the movie just came out on Thanksgiving Day. Or it might have been the day before Thanksgiving, I can't remember, but it was like during Thanksgiving week. So it's still a pretty new movie. I'm not going to do spoilers or anything, but so in this movie, a family, the Madrigal family, is this family that has these special powers and stuff because of magic that was put around their home, their village, and their house and stuff. And they all have magic powers except for the lead character, Mirabel. And without going into too much spoilers, you kind of have to go through their family history and find out what's going on, because something is threatening to run their magic and make it where their kingdom is, or not their kingdom, but their village is unprotected. And that's all I'm really going to say about the plot, because I don't want to ruin it for anybody who hasn't seen it. Like I said, it is a really new movie and stuff, and I almost didn't review it because next year I'm hoping to try to go through all of the Disney Animation Studios movies and review all 60 of them and everything, but I thought I'd go ahead and at least give my spoiler-free thoughts on it. But I think this is a really, really fun movie. I really enjoyed it quite a bit. The animation is stunningly gorgeous, some of the best from Disney Animation Studios, which they always step their game up throughout each movie, it seems like, and everything. And this one it's really colorful and beautiful. The characters in here are all really likable, especially Mirabel. I think she's one of the most likable characters in a recent Disney movie. She to me, she ranks up there with Anna and Moana and Rapunzel, who are some of my favorite characters in the recent Disney Animation Studios movies as far as like the female characters go. I don't know if she'll ever be counted as a princess or not. I don't know technically if she'd be able to count as a princess or not, but I think if she does, that'd be awesome. But I love most of the other characters in here too, especially the character Bruno, which he has a really important role in the movie, and I don't really want to talk too much about him, but he's kind of like the black sheep of the family. That's the only other thing I'll really say, and he's voiced by John Leguizamo and everything. He does a great job voicing him, and it's like really crazy. Like, I mean, the dude has a lot of range in live action movies, but it really shows his range in animated movies, because this movie, he's still a little bit funny, but he's also more serious and stuff, and he's completely different than his voice acting in the Ice Age franchise, so I thought that was kind of cool too. But also really great in here, especially Stephanie Beatriz, who does the voice of Mirabel. She's perfect in the role too, and she's just a really lovable character. And Alan Tudyk is in here doing the voice of a toucan and everything. I don't know what it is with Disney casting him as birds and stuff, because he also provided the noises for Hey Hey, and he's been in a bunch of other Disney Animation Studios recently. He's kind of like their good luck charm and everything. And I think he does pretty cool doing the toucans of noises and stuff. And the songs in here, that's one of the big weaknesses for me. I feel like this has some of the weakest songs in the Disney Animation Studios movie. There were a couple that I thought were okay, but most of them didn't stick out or anything. Maybe when I rewatch it and stuff, as time goes on, maybe I'll start liking some of the songs more. There have been other animated Disney movies that I've been like that on, so who knows, maybe as time goes on I'll start liking the songs more. But to me, I felt like the songs were kind of weak and everything. Some of the weakest songs since maybe Hercules to me, which I'm not as big of a fan of the songs in that movie, except for a couple of them. I like couple of songs in that movie, but I'm not like a huge fan of the soundtrack to that one either, and everything. And this one to me had one of the weakest soundtracks for a Disney musical. But that being said, I don't think that they ruined the movie, but I do think this movie could have been even better if it wasn't a musical. It's one of the ones that didn't really have to be one, and everything. It wouldn't have bothered me like a lot of the Disney animation studios. I think them leaving the songs in the movie is part of what makes the movie so great. But this is one of those that if they would have taken it out, I think the movie still would have been just as good and everything. But all in all, I think that Encanto is a really, really fun movie, and I'm looking forward to revisiting it because I really enjoyed this one a lot. I don't think it was quite as good as Raya and the Last Dragon, which came out earlier this year and was also from Disney Animation Studios, but it is a really fun movie and really entertaining and everything. And from the way it looks, it's going to be one of the more underrated Disney movies. I think that like in 10-20 years, people are going to be talking about how underrated this movie is, like Treasure Planet and Atlantis Lost Empire, because this movie is not doing very good in the box office. This was the first time I've gone to a Disney movie in a long time where I think there was maybe one other person in the room with me and everything. So of course that could just be because it was during the day and stuff too, but I know it's not performing near as well as it should be at the box office, and that's kind of a shame because it is a really, really good movie, and I think it's going to be one that I'm going to like a lot more as time goes on and I rewatch it more and everything. So I'd say I'd give it an 8 out of 10. It's really entertaining. It has some really great moments. It didn't have that big emotional punch you get in most Disney movies. Like there weren't any really big emotional moments. They tried, but to me it just didn't work as well. The ending kind of felt a little bit rushed and anticlimactic a little bit, but it didn't ruin the movie for me. All in all, I think it's a really entertaining movie, and it's definitely worth checking out if you're a Disney fan and everything. And also, like if you want Disney to start doing original stuff and everything, you got to start seeing the original stuff in the theaters and stuff. Like that's why these remakes do so good. It's because people don't go to the original stuff. That's why they keep making them and stuff. So I definitely would recommend this one. It's an original movie, and I've seen movies with similar stories that have been done better, but it's still a really good movie, and it is an original one from Disney. So it's definitely one that you should see and everything. I definitely recommend it. But anyway, let me know in the comments what you think of Encanto, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.